Welcome to Kendra's Artistic Crochet Designs. Today we are going to make this heart square using Tunisian knit stitch. We're going to start out with the white, and we need to chain 30. So here's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So there's 30. All right, and starting in the second chain from the hook, I'm using the back bumps of the chain. We're going to pull up some loops. So we're going to pull up a loop from every chain, and you should still have 30 loops on your hook. And once you get all the loops on your hook, you should count them. Make sure that you have 30. So this is also called a forward pass. So and this is our base row, which is done every time, no matter what stitch you use. It is always done first. So it's the same every time. Okay, so I'm going to count these and make sure. Let's see, there's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 2, 4, 6, 8, 30. Awesome. All right, so now we're going to do the backward pass. So we are going to go through one loop. Always go through the first loop the first time. Then we're going to go through 2 loops all the way back until we have one loop on our hook. And you always, when you do this, you always end up with one loop on your hook, no matter what stitch you're doing. So this month we are knit stitching. And you'll need to go straight through. Like you see this line here, go straight through and bring up a loop. So go straight through it. So there it is. Straight through that. And so there's a line in the front and there's a line in the back. And when you go straight through it, it brings that line to the front that's in the back. And it kind of looks like a knit stitch when we do this. So you're going to do that. You're going to go through this. We need 4 rows. So after this row is done, you're going to need 2 more rows. And I'm going to finish off mine. The backward pass is the same every time. So I'm going to have I'll be back when there's 4 rows done, and I'll be back for row 5. Okay, so now we are ready for row 5, and I decided that I was going to make the small heart in like a purple color. So I have this purple color that we're going to use. So row 5, we need 19 white. Now remember, this first loop on your hook counts as 1, so we've got 2 there. So we have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Now this next one is where we bring in the purple. So we're going to pull it out and then leave it there. And then we're going to go back to our white in this row, but well, actually we should be starting a new white. Okay, so I'm going to get another white. I've got several white balls here, so now we've got 10 white. We should have 10 white left. So I'm bringing in the white here. I'll keep those long because it's easier to sew those in. Alright, so now we've got 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then this last one right here. We go through both of those loops on the end. That'll be 10. Alright, so we'll work those off, and you'll work off with the white, and then when you get to the purple, you'll make sure you work it off. I'll show you with the purple. So we're going to work off 1, and then we're going to go 2 until we get to the purple. And I'll show you exactly how we're going to work that off. So when you get to where you have 1 white on your hook and the next one is purple, then you take the purple and you go through it with the purple. And then we'll go through it with the white that's hanging over here and finish it off. So when you do that, you just bring this through, kind of bring them together, and then just work off the rest just like we were doing. Now we need to finish this row doing the return pass. Alright, so now row 6. In row 6, we are going to start out with 18 white. So, there's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, and 18. And then we need 3 purple. So here is 1, 2, and 3. And then we're over here to the white, and we're going to finish this off with 9 white. Yeah, it's 9. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. And there you go. Alright, so we'll work those off, and then we'll be back for row 7 next. Alright, so row 7, we're going to start out with 17 white. So here's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Then we need our purple, and we need 5 purple next. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Whoops, wrong one. I need 1 more purple. And then we should have 8 white left. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Alright, so we'll work those off, and we'll be back for row 8 in a moment. Alright, so we're going to start out with 16 white this time. So there's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and 16. We are doing row 8 right now. We need 7 purple. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then you should have 7 white left over. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. And there we go. Now work those off, and we'll be back for row 9 in a moment. Okay, so row 9, we are going to start out with 15 white this time. So there's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. And now we need 9 purple. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. And then we should have 6 white left over. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. All right. Our heart is shaping up, as you can see. All right, work those off, and we'll be back for row 10 in a moment. Okay, so row 10, we're going to start out with 14 white. So there's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. And then we need 11 purple. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. All right, and then we should have 5 white to finish it off with. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. All right, and there we go. So work those off, and we'll be back for row 11 in a moment. Okay, so row 11, I'm making the other heart the hot pink. So I have this hot pink. So you're going to need that in this row. We're going to start out with 12 white. So there's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And then we need a hot pink. And then 13 purple. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and 13. Alright, and then we should have 4 white left. So there's 1, 2, 3, and 4. There you go. Alright, so we've got those and work those off, and we'll be back for row 12 in a moment. Alright, so row 12, we're going to start out with 11 white. So here is 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And then we need 1 hot pink. And then we need 15 purple. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and then you need 3, we should have 3 white left. So there's 1, 2, and 3. There we go. Alright, work those off, and we'll be back for row 13 in a moment. Alright, so we're going to start out with 10 white. So there's 2, and we are on 13 right now. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then we need 2 hot pink. So there's 1 and 2. And then 16 white, or purple. So there's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and 16. And then 2. Now wait a second. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Oh no, there's 15. We need 1 more. Here's 16 right here. Okay, that makes sense now. Now then you should only have 2 white left. There you go. Alright, so there is that row. We'll work those off, and then we'll be back for row 14 in a moment. Alright, so row 14. We're going to start out with 9 white. So there's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Alright, and then we need 3 hot pink. So there's 1, 2, and 3. And then we need 16 purple. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, and then you should have 2 white to finish off the row. So there's 1 and 2. Alright, and then we'll work those off and we'll be back for row 15 next. Alright, so row 15, we're going to start out with 8 white. So there's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then we need to go the hot pink, and we need 4 hot pink. So there's 2, 3, and 4, and then 16 purple again. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. And then you should have 2 white at the end to finish it off. And there we go. Alright, work those off and we'll be back for row 16 in the, next. Row 16, we're going to start out with 7 white. So there's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then we need 5 hot pink. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And then we need 7 purple. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we're going to bring in another white ball. So you need 3 white balls for this project. So there's another white, and then I'm only going to use, I'm not going to use another purple ball because it's just going through one. So now we need 7 purple. So we did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 purple, 1 white, now 7 purple again. So there's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And that's not right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then this comes out 1, 1. Okay. All right. So I didn't do this right. We're going to take these out. All the purples out. So I told you wrong. It was supposed to be 6 6 dark or hot pink. So it's not 5 pink. So we start with 7 white, 5 hot, or 6 hot pink. Now we need our 7 purple, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then we'll bring in this white as soon as I find the end of it. All right, then 7 purple again. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then you need 2 white to finish off the row. So there's 1 and 2 right there. There we go. And now that's what it should look like. All right, so work those off and we'll be back for row 17 next. Row 17. We're going to start out with 6 white. So there's, we go into the stitch right. There we go. That's not right. All right, so there's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and now we need 8 hot pink. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Now we need 5 purple. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and you're going to need another ball of hot pink here. So you will need 2 balls of hot pink just to get past this part, till this purple heart's done. So you need 2 hot pink next. and then one white, and then we're going to bring this purple over, and we need 5 purple. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then you're going to need 3 white to finish it off. So there's 1, 2, and 3. And there's what we got so far. All right. So work those off, and we'll be back for row 18 next. Heck.
It's done.
All right. So row 18, we need 5 white to start out with. So there's 2, 3, 4, 5, and then you need, is that 9? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And we need 10 white, or 10 hot pink. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Alright, then we need 3 purple. So there's 1, 2, and 3. And then you need 4 hot pink. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 white, and then 3 purple. So there's 1, 2, 3, and then you need 4 white to finish it off. 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, and then work those off, and we'll be back for row 19 next. Alright, so row 19, we're going to start out with 4. Well, before we do that, I wanted to show you, I got another ball of purple so that whenever we did this white right here, we did the 7 purples, then the 1 white and the 7 purples. I've started another ball of purple here to finish off the top of this so it would look right, so I wouldn't have lines going across the back. Anyway, but you could do the lines if you want. It's up to you. It just looks better without them. Alright, so we're going to start out with 4 white in this row. So there's 2, 3, 4, and then we need 19 pink, hot pink. So we are done with that purple heart. That purple heart is finished. So what we can do is we can go ahead and cut off, we're going to cut them off long, the purples. And also this white right here that we needed for a little bit. We could go ahead and cut that off too. We're not going to need that anymore. Alright, so we've got 1. We need 19 of these. So there's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We actually need 20 of these. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. This hot pink right here, it also needs cut off. So we only need the one hot pink now. So how many do we have here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, and this is 19, and that is 19. Yes, I guess we needed 19. Okay, 19, and then we'll get this white right here, and we need 6, 7 white, I believe. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Yes, 7 white. So yeah, that was right. 19 hot pink and 7 white. Okay, we'll work those off and we'll be back for row 20 next. Okay, so we need to start out row 20 with 3 white. So there's 1, 2, and 3. There's 3 there. And now you need 21 hot pink. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, and 21. And then we need 6 white to finish off the row. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. All right, and then that ends that row 20, and we'll be back for 21 in a moment. Okay, so 21, 22, and 23 is a repeat of row 20. So you'll just repeat row 20, back up the video a little bit, and repeat row 20 for 21, 22, and 23. So it's the exact same numbers. We'll be back for row 24. Okay, so row 24, we are going to start out with 4 white. So there's 1, or there's 2, 3, and 4. And then we need 19 hot pink. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. And then we're going to finish this off, this row off, by putting 7 white in. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. All right, there you go. So all we have to do then is work those off, and we'll be ready. We'll be back for row 25 in a moment. All right, so now row 25, we're going to start out with 5 white. So there's 2, 3, 4, and 5. And now we need 8 hot pink. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And we're going to bring in a white here. We just need 1 white. And then we're going to bring in another hot pink and put 8 hot pink in. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And then we need 8 white to finish off the row. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. All right, work those off, and we'll be back for row 26 next. All right, so row 26, we're going to start out with 6 white this time. So there's 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Then we need to go to the hot pink, and we need to put 6 hot pink in. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, wait a second. Is that right? 1, 6, it is. Oh, I skipped 1. That's why that didn't look right. Okay, so there's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There we go. Then we'll bring this white up. We need 3 white. So 1, 2, 3, and then we need 6 hot pink again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then you need 9 white to finish off the row. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. There you go. So now work those off and we'll be back for row 27 next. Okay, so row 27 is the last row of the heart. We need to start out with 7 white. So there's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then we need 4 hot pink. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5 white. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Then 4 hot pink again. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then you need 10 white to finish off the row. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Alright, so that, work those off, and then we'll be back for row 28. Okay, so we can cut off these 2 hot pinks and this white over here because we are done with those. So we'll find out where's our hot pinks at. Alright, so let's cut those off and this white at the end. Oh, and this white too in the middle. So all could be cut off but one, which is the white that we've got started with. So we are going to be doing 3 rows of plain white now. And so it is 30 stitches across with just plain white. So that is what I'm going to be doing. Do my 3 rows of plain white all the way across, and then I'm going to tie down my ends, and then we will be back for the border on this square. And I will see you then. Okay, so here is the square completely done. Isn't that pretty? I just love it. 2 hearts, all knitted like it looks like it's knitted. I love it. All right, so we are we're going to I've changed over to this purple that we used, and starting in this first stitch right here, and we're going to skip that one. We're going to go to the second one, and we're just going to do half double crochets just like we did in the last heart, and we're just going to do half double crochets. We're binding these off with half double crochets. So you'll go in like you're knitting, only individually, like you're doing that knit stitch. Go into your stitch right there, just like you're doing that knit stitch. And we're going to use half double crochets as we've been doing this all the way down. Okay, now when we get down to the end here, going through these two on the side, we're going to do 3 half double crochets in there, in that same stitch. That'll create a corner. And now we're going to go down the side each stitch and just put half double crochets. You're going to do this the rest of the way around, making sure you're putting 3 half double crochets in the corners. And I will be back for row 2 of this pattern, a border. Okay, so row 2 of this border, which I've tied on the white and chain 1 in the third loop back here. And we've done enough third loops, you guys know what I'm talking about. So third loop, it's the loop in the back of your half double crochet right here. We're just going to half double crochet in those third loops with the white. Just like that, it creates this design on the front. This is my newest favorite border, and we did a little bit of we did quite a bit of this border last year, I believe. So you're just going all the way around, making sure that in that middle stitch of the 3 stitches in the corners, you're going to put 3 half double crochet in that third loop of that stitch. So let me show you when we get down here. I'll show you. You see how it's creating this ridge. I love that. Something that's not hard, but gives it a little bit of class. All right. So this is the middle stitch of these 3 stitches right here. I'm going to put 3 half double crochets in there. And then you're just going to continue along working your half double crochets in the third loop. Alright, we'll finish off this row, and then we'll be back for row 3 of this border. Alright, so working, I went back to my hot pink, still working in the third loops. We're going to single crochet now. We're just going to single crochet all the way around. And then when you get to your corners, make sure you put 3 single crochets in those back loops of that third or that middle stitch of the 3. Right there. You're putting 3 single crochets in the middle stitch. Still working in third loops. Just like that. And it's going to look like that all the way around. So, so just go all the way around and finish it off. And that is the end of our square. I really love the way this has turned out. This is so pretty. It's going to make a beautiful blanket. So I want to thank you guys for watching. Have a great day, and bye bye now.